Tachyglossidae is the family that includes all 4 species of echidnas. The echidnas are monotremes and are quite closely related to platypuses, and they do share some features. For example, echidnas have a beak with electroreceptors that they use to find food, although it is much less sensitive than that of the platypus. Apart from that, they also have very low body temperature at only 29 to 32 degrees Celsius. Echidnas are also quite good at digging, which they do to catch prey and to dig burrows where they can shelter from the heat in their native habitats of Australia, Tasmania and New Guinea. The most iconic feature of echidnas is definitely their spines, which they use for defense. These spines are made from modified hairs, and although they look and act very similar to those of hedgehogs or porcupines, these species are very distantly related. The main predators of echidnas are cats, foxes, dogs and goannas, which is a type of monitor lizard. Most of these predators are invasive to the habitat of the echidnas, and they are a major reason that 2 species of echidna, the western long-beaked echidna and Sir David's long-beaked echidna, are critically endangered, with a declining population. Apart from those two, the eastern long-beaked echidna is classed as vulnerable, with a decreasing population, while the short-beaked echidna population luckily is stable. To defend themselves from predators, echidnas will either try to bury themselves with their spines sticking out of their hole, or they will curl into a ball like a hedgehog. The short-beaked echidna, which is the most common species, feeds mostly on ants and termites, which they catch in pretty much exactly the same way as anteaters do, with a long tongue. Meanwhile, the long-beaked echidnas mainly eat worms and grubs and larvae and stuff like that. In order to catch those prey items, they have spines on their tongues that their prey can stick to. The largest echidnas can reach a weight of 6 kilograms or 13 pounds, and the captive individuals can reach a staggering age of 50. As monotremes, echidnas reproduce by laying eggs, which are extremely tiny, only weighing 2 grams or 0.05 ounces. The mother echidna only lays 1 egg, which they then deposit into a pouch, which basically serves the same purpose as that of marsupials. After about 10 days, a puggle, which is what a baby monotreme is called, hatches from the egg with the help of an egg tooth. After hatching, the puggle will stay in the pouch for almost 2 months before the mother leaves it in a burrow, where they will stay for a year. While in the burrow, the puggle will be fed by its mother only every 5 days. Echidnas have never mated in captivity, and the part of Wikipedia where they talk about echidna dicks is awful to read, so naturally I will read it here word by word so that you can enjoy it in its entirety. Okay, let's go. Male echidnas have a 4-headed penis. During mating, the heads on one side shut down and do not grow in size. The other two are used to release semen into the female's 2-branched reproductive tract. Each time it copulates, it alternates heads in sets of 2. When not in use, the penis is retracted inside a propubital sac in the cloaca. The male echidna's penis is 7 centimeters or 2.8 inches long when erect, more than enough, and its shaft is covered with penile spines. These may be used to induce ovulation in the female. It is a challenge to study the echidna in its natural habitat, and they show no interest in mating while in captivity. Prior to 2007, no one had ever seen an echidna ejaculate. There have been previous attempts trying to force the echidna to ejaculate through the use of electrically stimulated ejaculation in order to obtain semen samples, but this has only resulted in the penis swelling. Breeding season begins in late June and extends through September. Males will form lines of up to 10 individuals long, the youngest echidna trailing last, that follow the female and attempt to mate. During a mating season, an echidna may switch between lines. This is known as the train system. Kill me, please. Okay, so after that atrocity, I will talk about the evolution of echidnas, but I've already talked about the evolution of monotremes as a group in my platypus video, so I will just talk about the evolution of echidnas after they split from the ancestor of platypuses in this one. According to genetic evidence, echidnas likely split from platypuses sometime between 19 and 48 million years ago, and due to the fact that we have found fossils of animals similar to platypuses way before this, scientists assume that the ancestor of echidnas were very platypus-like. The earliest echidna fossils we have is from a genus called Megalibduilia, which first evolved about 15 million years ago and which were very similar to modern echidnas. Megalibduilia went extinct about 50,000 years ago, which is about the same time that the first humans arrived on the continent. Just saying. Okay, but for real, I don't think there's any evidence that humans caused their extinction. But it's fun a coincidence. But 50,000 years ago, that's very early for humans. They may not even have been there by then. But now I'm rambling, but I just thought that was important. And this was supposed to just be a quick little joke, but now it's turned into this whole thing. And I don't know what else to say. But I mean, it's possible. Murray-glossus is another extinct echidna which lived during the Pleistocene and could grow to a much larger size than any of their modern relatives. They could grow to a meter or 3 feet in length and could weigh as much as 30 kilograms, which makes Murray-glossus the largest monotreme we have ever discovered. Thanks a lot for watching this video, it means a lot and it really helps. If you enjoyed it, please consider leaving a like or a comment, and if you didn't enjoy it, then please don't leave a dislike, that will hurt me in the analytics. Instead, leave a hate comment which will boost me in the analytics. Also, thanks for the good support on my last video. It was my first time getting 1,000 views and I am very happy. 2 thumbs up. Bye.